We all want to travel, but sometimes we don't know where or what kind of adventure we want to take on next. So I'll bring you guys to a trip that's far from the ordinary, across the different landscapes and unique escapades to experience a different side of the Philippines. Me and the boys set off on a 5-day adventure to explore North Luzon. And for this one, we'll be exploring Vigan, Paoay, and Bangui in one day. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. We left Manila at 11 p.m. and pulled an all-nighter drive that took us 6 hours to get to Vigan City. Aside from all the beaches and mountains in the country, Vigan remains a popular tourist destination, and upon arriving and seeing the city for the first time, I understood why. The cobblestone pavements, the Spanish architecture, the calesas, as listed as one of the UNESCO's World Heritage Sites, Vigan tries to preserve our Spanish colonial roots, even though I think it's starting to become more commercialized. Calle Escolta de Vigan in 1572, Washington Street during the 1890s, and now Calle Crisologo is the main attraction here in Vigan for its well-preserved houses. I suggest going here early in the morning to avoid the crowds and to take those mandatory vegan photographs. Food is another reason to visit Vigan, and the favorites include empanadas, bagnet, and our favorite, longanisa. Our first longanisa was just across the plaza in a place called Cafe Bigaa.
Boss, may tanong ako.
Yes.
Kinakain po ba yung tali?
Pa?
Hindi po. Hindi kinakain.
Hindi kinakain?
Lang po para hindi po siya.
Hindi pala kinakain eh.
Well, si Kuya, ilang years ka na kumakain.
Here we found out that the string attached to the longanisa should not be eaten. And our next longanisa spot was here in Hillside Food Hub. The nice thing about this place is they serve different cuisines in one place. There's Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and of course our favorite, Filipino food. So make sure to try the food here when you visit Vigan. I know that there's more to Vigan City to explore, like the churches, museums, and even a zoo. But since we don't have much time, we're moving on to our next destination, Paoay. Paoay is an hour-and-a-half drive away from Vigan and is most famous for another stunning historical UNESCO site, the Paoay Church, for its Baroque style or European architecture designed to withstand earthquakes. But our favorite experience here was the Paoay sand dunes. It cost us around 2,000 pesos to explore the sand dunes in this small but powerful 4x4 jeep. Felt like a rugged roller coaster ride out in an unusual geological site here in the Philippines. Because in our country, you can only find desert spots like this here in Ilocos. It was formed by a combination of weather, wind, the waves, and an accumulation of sand here in Paoay. So you don't really need to go to Peru or Egypt to experience this type of adventure. And since we had time, we pushed to move forward to our next destination, the first wind farm in Southeast Asia, the Bangui Windfarm. It took us another hour and a half to get here from Paoay, which means it takes roughly 3 hours from Vigan. We were pretty skeptical as it was getting dark, the winds are really picking up, and a storm was approaching. But we went on to see the windmills up close, and it looked bizarre, seeing such high, sleek structures towering above us. Imagine seeing giant electric fans. The Bangui Wind Farm was a project by North Wind Power Development Corporation that was developed back in 2005, as a study by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory showed that this area had a high wind power potential. That's why you can also see the Burgos Wind Farm from a distance. It's the largest wind power project in Southeast Asia. These have been enormous projects for clean energy in the country, and it still has its own downsides and negative impact on the environment. But it's a good step towards a better country and a better planet. So in a nutshell, Vigan, Paoay, and Bangui offered a change of scenery from what we usually think of when we travel the Philippines. From historical sites, geological wonders, and feats of engineering, the North will leave you fascinated and more in love with this country. And don't worry guys, because our trip is not yet over as we explore 2 more destinations from the north of Manila that I'm sure you guys will enjoy. Alright, so that's the first part of our north trip, and it was super fun exploring the Ilocos region. I hope you guys get the chance to visit someday. And the next one is very interesting because it's a different way to travel the Philippines, and it's in a place that a lot of people really love. So stay tuned for that one, and if you're new to the channel, I post mostly lifestyle, travel, and personal development related content to hopefully educate and inspire Filipinos and everybody else watching. So see you in the next one.